The doors of the Johannesburg High Court open to another tense chapter in a case that has captured the attention of many South Africans. Long before the judge spoke, the courtroom already felt heavy, filled with quiet whispers, serious faces, and the weight of unanswered questions. At the center of it all is a man whose name has become well known in crime and court stories across the country. Vusimuzi, Cat, Matlala. On this day, many expected movement. Some hoped for progress. Others hoped for clarity. Instead, the court chose time. Time to think. Time to prepare. Time to decide what is fair. The pre-trial hearing for Matlala and his 4 co-accused was officially postponed. The new date was set for February 6, 2026. To some, that sounded far away. To others, it sounded necessary. But to everyone watching closely, it raised one big question: why the delay? To understand this moment, we need to slow things down and look carefully at what is happening behind the scenes. Vusimuzi Matlala is facing very serious charges. Prosecutors say he is linked to multiple attempted murder cases and other related crimes. These are not small accusations. If proven in court, they carry heavy consequences. Standing beside him in this legal battle are 4 co-accused, one of whom is his wife, Matlala. Together, they are preparing for a fight that could last years. But before a trial can even begin, there are steps that must be taken. Lawyers must meet their clients. Evidence must be studied. Legal arguments must be prepared properly. And this is where the problem began. Matlala is not being held in Gauteng, where the case is being heard. Instead, he is detained far away at the Ibongweni Super Maximum Correctional Center in KwaZulu-Natal. This is a high-security prison, known for strict rules and limited access. His lawyer says this distance is not just inconvenient, it makes proper legal preparation extremely difficult. Imagine trying to prepare for the most important exam of your life, but your teacher can only see you once in a while, after long travel, with very little time to talk. That is how Matlala's legal team describes their situation. They told the court that meeting with their client has become a challenge. Long travel hours, tight prison schedules, and strict security rules mean consultations are rushed or delayed. Important discussions that should happen face-to-face are either cut short or postponed. According to the defense, this affects Matlala's right to a fair trial. Because of this, the defense asked the court for 2 things. First, more time to consult properly. Second, permission to apply for Matlala to be moved to a correctional facility closer to Johannesburg, preferably in Gauteng. The judge listened carefully. The court did not rush the decision. After considering the arguments, the court agreed that more time was needed. And so, the pre-trial was postponed. This decision did not end the case. It simply paused it. Outside the courtroom, reactions were mixed. Some people felt frustrated, believing justice was being delayed. Others felt the decision showed fairness, reminding everyone that even those accused of serious crimes have legal rights that must be protected. And right here, as this story continues to unfold, let us pause for a moment. This is Mzansi Voices, where we break down the stories shaping South Africa, uncover the truth behind the headlines, and explain the news in a way that everyone can understand. If you enjoy this kind of deep, clear storytelling, kindly like and subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. On this channel, we follow the stories that matter, from the courtroom to the community, and we bring them to you with clarity and respect. Now, let us continue. At the heart of this postponement is a bigger issue that goes beyond one man or one case. It raises questions about how the justice system balances security, fairness, and access. Super maximum prisons like Ibongweni are designed to hold high-risk inmates. They are built to prevent escapes, limit communication, and maintain strict control. While this is important for safety, it can also create barriers for legal teams who need regular access to their clients. Matlala's lawyer argued that holding him so far from the court creates an uneven playing field. The state has its investigators, prosecutors, and resources close by. The defense, however, must travel long distances just to have short meetings with their client. According to them, this is not fair. The state, on the other hand, has not yet agreed to the transfer. Transfers between correctional facilities are not simple. They involve security assessments, logistical planning, and approvals from multiple departments. The court did not order the transfer immediately. Instead, it allowed the defense time to formally apply and argue their case properly. This means that between now and February 2026, legal teams will be busy. Papers will be filed. Arguments will be prepared. Decisions will be challenged. And behind the scenes, discussions will continue about where Matlala should be held while waiting for trial. For the families involved, this waiting period is not easy. For victims connected to the attempted murder charges, every delay can feel painful. Justice can feel far away. Questions remain unanswered. Healing feels incomplete. For the accused and their families, the delay brings uncertainty. Days stretch into months. Court dates come and go. Life feels stuck in limbo. This is the hidden cost of long legal processes, the emotional weight carried by everyone involved. Legal experts say postponements like this are not unusual in complex cases. When multiple accused are involved, when charges are serious, and when logistical issues arise, courts often choose caution over speed. A trial that is rushed can be challenged later. A trial that is properly prepared is more likely to stand. In simple terms, the court wants to make sure that when this case finally goes to trial, it is done right. Still, public interest remains high. Matlala's name has been linked to crime investigations and police intelligence discussions for years. Every court appearance attracts attention. Every delay sparks debate. Some people believe he is using legal tactics to buy time. Others believe he is simply exercising his rights under the law. The truth, as always, will only be decided in court, not on social media, not in rumors, and not in headlines. As February 2026 approaches, several things are expected to happen. The defense is likely to push harder for a Gauteng transfer. The state will respond. Correctional services may be asked to explain why Matlala was placed in KwaZulu-Natal in the first place. And the court will once again have to weigh safety against fairness. Until then, the case remains in a holding pattern. This story also reminds us of something important. Justice is not just about punishment. It is about process. It is about ensuring that every step, no matter how slow, follows the law. For young people watching this case, it is a lesson in how the legal system works. Court cases are not like movies. They do not move fast. They involve paperwork, arguments, delays, and decisions that can take months or even years. For everyday citizens, it is a reminder that courts are careful spaces. Judges do not decide based on feelings. They decide based on law, rights, and fairness. And for South Africa as a whole, it is another moment to reflect on how justice is delivered, how long it takes, and how it affects real lives. As the courtroom lights dimmed and lawyers packed up their files, one thing became clear. This is far from over. The postponement is not the end of the story. It is only the middle. When the case returns in February 2026, it may look very different. Matlala may be closer to the court, or he may still be held far away. Legal strategies may have changed. New arguments may emerge. But the core question will remain the same. Will justice be served, and will it be done fairly? Until that day comes, all eyes remain on the courts. And here at Mzansi Voices, we will continue to follow this story closely, breaking it down, explaining every step, and keeping you informed without the noise. Because every voice matters. Every story matters. And every chapter of justice deserves to be understood. Thank you for staying with us. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe.